Hi everyone, today I want to review this book for you. It's by Daniela Brambilla and it's called Human Figure Drawing. Drawing gestures, postures and movements. So if you are interested in learning about how to draw figures and movements and people, whether it would be sketches or paintings, then I think this book is possibly for you. I have really enjoyed it, and I have done a couple of illustrations from this book, and I find it's a great source of learning. So this book has been really designed to teach you. It is quite generous, as I call these nice thick books. Here is the back of it, and it does really look like a teaching book. It looks like a book that you would want to order if you are studying art, or if you just kind of are interested. So here is my kind of experience with this book. So first, when I opened it, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought that there was a lot of reading material and a lot of these very basic sketches. Now, when I was ordering on Amazon, there is literally nothing. There were no pictures of the inside of the book at all. So I was really ordering blindly because I couldn't find any reviews on Amazon. On YouTube, and all I could see was this cover, and I had to make my judgment from this cover, and then also googling the artist Daniela Brambilla, and making the judgment of how the book is going to end up, which is sometimes quite difficult, and this is why I like doing these reviews for those of you who are in the same position and like to order a book but sort of not sure whether it's for them or not. So going back to that, I thought it's a little bit basic, kind of not sure what is going on here to begin with, why it's so scribbly and why it's so loose and why it's so basic. However, what Daniela does is she guides you through from the beginning, the first stages of understanding the figure drawing to then more advanced pieces. And as you can see, there is loads of writing here, and that is very helpful if you really want to learn. I found it incredibly inspiring, and really sort of you feel like she's holding your hand and guiding you through all of these bits, where if you might find it quite confusing or complicated, or you don't get your proportions right, or you're not sure how to portray a certain mood or emotion or feeling expressed through the body kind of shape or movement, then this is a good starting point, really. So you can see there's loads of scribbles, loads of that, very much black and white, but do not get put off by it, because when I first flipped through, I sort of wasn't impressed. But then when I had a bit more time and I sat down and I actually had a good flip through right to the end of it and reading some of the text, and I have learned that there is really, really useful information here. And for example, there are loads of exercises that she gives you to carry out, which really helps to improve your drawing and understanding of figure drawing. So like I said, do not be misled or misguided by some of the simple work or some of the simple sketches here. And then, as you can see, we are starting to go into different mediums. So here is oil on canvas, and so this is oil on canvas, and this one is tempera and pastel on wax paper. So different paints, different kind of ideas, and even some mixed media. I think this is a printed flower paper. But yes, so I found it quite good, and I would definitely recommend it for those of you who are serious about studying or are studying this. So this could be a good gift for like a younger person who's studying art and is particularly interested in figure drawing, or if you are self-taught or an amateur or completely new to this, this is also a good book to start with, as well as if you are already at some level and you have some knowledge about figure drawing. I think you would still contribute from this book, but perhaps towards like the middle and the end of it rather than the beginning of it, because the beginning is really truly just the basic aspects of it. As well as figure drawing, it also has a little bit about kind of face and all of that, because it's really part of figure drawing. You want to know in some cases what the face is telling us, and you know, whether it's anger, despair, sadness, happiness. Having a face included in a figure drawing is quite useful to help with that. So there's also some information on that, and it teaches you here some of the aspects of face drawing, the proportions of it, the skull, and how things kind of work around it. So that bit is quite interesting as well. And then hands, you get a fair bit on them as well. Hands, for example, for me, I struggle with drawing realistic hands. I just never can draw a hand that looks like a hand. It ends up looking like something odd. But yeah, so basically that's the book, and it covers pretty much all the aspects you need to know: age, body shapes, all of that is covered here. So at the end you then get a work plan, and this work plan goes through different times. So you then have different ways of working, and I guess it's a good thing to not look at it straight away when you get this book, because you need to learn a little bit before you get into here. But she definitely gives you some working tasks to carry out. And that is that. For the content, I just wanted to show you quickly. The content is at the back, and what you get is gesture, seeing contours, superposition, interior and exterior, proportions, modeling, what it isn't, memory, balance, techniques, light and shadow, chiaroscuro, I'm not sure what that means, a viewpoint, what to say, movement of the soul, the forms of age, and the sketchbook. So a good content to this book, and like I said, I'm happy that I purchased it, and I do feel like, even having done a couple of exercises from this book, I felt that my figure drawing has somewhat improved, even if it was just a little bit, but I definitely felt an improvement there. So that is it for this book. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.